And welcome back to Dr. Aesop's Scuff Machine, where we're playing Werewolf the Apocalypse 20th Anniversary Edition, set in Las Vegas, Nevada, with our wonderful cast of Guru, who are all making their own introductions on their own streams. Go and give them some love if you're not doing so already. I'm going to go ahead and unmute myself in Discord, and we're going to go ahead and go right back into it. All right, are we good to go, folks? Yeah, you are mine. Well, no, but you were humming through the whole thing. So they could hear you. I could hear it the whole time. Excellent. So let's go ahead and introduce our cast of characters. Daz has taken a step away for a dart. But sitting here right below me, we got Chaos D. Raccoon playing Tiago the Plug Myers, who is a Hamid Galliard of the Glasswalker tribe. Say what's up! Or don't. Moving right along over to Bones Jangle, right over there in the corner. And he is playing Mr. Robert Bites Carlson, who is a Hamid Theurge Glasswalker. He's the spiritualist. Say what's up. That is not true. But sitting right over there above him is Mags Noctis. Mags Noctis is currently occupying a space that I am getting changed. It's just, it takes time. And he is going to be playing the amazing Ragnar Kingsguard, Hamid Arun Get of Fenris. And above him, of course, is our good friend Faye Wanderer, who is stepped away again for a dart, who is going to be playing Daz Wolverine, our wonderful Hamid Ragabash Glasswalker. And so we'll be getting started here just momentarily. Let's get some sound evened out here. And
cool.
All right, everybody, say what's up and welcome yourselves into the game.
I am welcome.
I am welcome as well.
Indeed you are, sir.
It's funny, my avatar won't let me touch my face, so when I rub my chin, it looks like I'm rubbing my boobie.
Like you do.
Maybe you need to calibrate it or something?
I put it as close to my face as possible, like we talked about. It still won't let me do it.
It could be you're too close.
Yeah.
You're using the program that I recommended to you guys?
Yeah. Mine is on top of my monitor.
Yeah, what I did for mine, BJ, because I'm still experimenting with it, is I moved mine like almost, not to the back of my room, but like almost away from my monitor, but like against the wall.
Oh, well, that's not practical for me, but...
Okay, so I don't know how your setup is, so...
If you can set it on top of your monitor, that might be ideal.
It's on top of my monitor on a ring light, and the ring light has an arm. I've got it as far back, like pretty much almost to the wall behind my monitor.
Not sure.
Yeah, because for me, if it didn't see my elbows, it would freak out.
Yeah. Mine does too.
Okay.
And so yeah,
I had to move mine all the way back so you could see my elbows, and once I did that, it worked better.
Yeah, it does enough.
That's cool.
It kind of has a bonus thing of like when I smoke my cigarette, instead it looks like I'm adjusting my tie.
It works.
Now,
It works.
we're just waiting on Daz. But there are a few pieces of, kind of housekeeping to take care of. I'm sure you guys are curious about any gains you may have experienced previously. Okay, keeping in mind that you cannot go over your maximum temporary in any renown. Or do you want me to wait for Daz to speak about renown?
I'm already here.
Oh, hey, welcome on in. Okay, So here is your renown broken down by the reason you got it. And again, I do pack renown. I am not going to keep track of individual fucking renown. That's a whole spreadsheet that I don't feel like fucking with. So pack renown it is. For chapter 7 fecundity, you attacked a minion of the worm without regard to personal safety. Several of y'all did that. That's 3 glory. You defeated a strong worm threat that is 5 broken wolves and 1 twisted mother for a total of 5 glory.
You're welcome.
You permanently destroyed the threats in question for 1 glory. By upholding the litany, destroy the worm wherever it dwells, wherever it breeds. 3 honor, 2 wisdom. For protecting a helpless guru, because you guys did close ranks around Daz when he fell. Like badasses. It was awesome. That is going to be 4. That's 4 honor. And for protecting a helpless human, which yes, you were doing, that is another 2 honor. So for a total of 9 glory, 9 honor, 2 wisdom. That should max almost everybody out in their categories, unless I'm mistaken.
I'm 1 wisdom short.
Okay.
I maxed out glory.
I maxed out glory and honor.
You said 9 glory, 9 honor, 2 wisdom?
That's correct.
Okay. This is temporary, right?
This is temporary.
Okay. Cool.
There are a few things in the book that are worded in such a way that it's ambiguous whether it gives you permanent or temporary, but we're not doing that right now.
Well, the way that I know how it's done is it's basically like a gauge. Like you fill it up 1 to 10. Once you get the 10 temporary, then you can go through the accomplishments to get acknowledged for essentially burning that temporary for 1 permanent.
Wait. Are the
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Are the circles the temporary or the squares the temporary?
Just like with your gnosis and your wisdom, the squares are temporary.
Yeah, the squares are temporary. The circles are forever.
Unless for some reason you lose them or gain some.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Now, this stuff can fluctuate. You can perform a rite of accomplishment and then immediately turn around and they do something dishonorable, and you will immediately lose that point and go back to temporary, like, down. So keep that in mind, folks. I am not gonna hold hands for y'all anymore as far as that's concerned. So keep an eye on the litany, keep an eye on the renown chart to know your stuff. And unfortunately, our Philodox isn't here to whip you guys into shape. It's gonna have to fall to the Galliard. Or Daz. So, oh wait, Daz. That's perfect for you.
Yeah.
Does anybody have any further questions or concerns or anything like that?
Yeah, I get to
Expect the ass beating if you break the veil.
1 at a time. I'm sorry. What did y'all say? 1 at a time, please.
Oh, I said expect an ass beating if you break the litany.
Yep.
Like you do.
Breaking the law.
All right, folks. So, as a recap, last time you all gathered up and geared up to get down into the delve once again into the tunnels beneath Las Vegas. Those hundreds of miles of winding flood tunnels that have built up over the decades.
Oh, are we still there?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Once you reached what looked like a sewage outlet that was connected to the tunnels, you began encountering some strange noises, some very deep growls, and some very loud sort of moaning or angry noises that were distinct from the growls. Then you also noticed that there's people laying around. One of them at least was alive as far as you saw. And let's see, Lee took care of that until she got yoinked by Marco last time. Then you guys encountered a veritable shit ton of these mockeries that look like a 4-year-old drew a guru, you know? a talented 4-year-old, but you know, and
That's how I think of Tiago.
taking these guys out, you Daz falls to some severe savage wounds, but the pack closes up around him while Ragnar just bodily goes and attacks the big boss and absolutely wrecks it. You guys end up healing up Daz at least up to I think you're still missing 2 health levels according to my character sheet.
That would be right then.
And
I think I'm hurt.
yeah, you're hurt. And that's let's go over y'all's HP right now, or your HL right now. Bites, you are fine.
Yep.
Ragnar, you are fine. Tiago,
Yep.
I believe you had gotten some damage.
No, I'm fine
You
again.
got,
You got healed.
up.
All right. Then I have everything correct, and we can go ahead and jump in unless there's any questions.
Well, I was just gonna ask about Raginosis refill or not yet. I mean, it's
No,
fine if it's not
no,
yet. I'm just
no.
asking.
This is still in Medea's Ray.
No, I know that. I didn't know the time of transfer. I'm sorry, the passage of time. There we go. That's
You're
what
good.
it's called.
You're good. So this is taken up exactly after you guys closed off the valves and stopped not only the flood from sweeping through this place, but also stopping whatever was dripping this greenish goop into the waterways, thus at least somewhat arresting its passage into the waterways proper. All of you, while you were moving around to get to these valves, did notice dead bodies around. If you'd like, I can draw some rings around them, because you would have automatically noticed them. So, 1,
Spin me right
2.
round, baby, right round.
Now, you do still have to, look in the area and be able to see the area to identify the dead body. In other words, it's not just you can't see through my circle through a wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that is, I believe, all of them marked out. Ragnar, that out the door that you had entered this little doorway here.
Where's here?
Oh, hold on.
Get my attention to it. Yeah.
He's pinging.
I do.
Okay, there we go. Okay,
Yep.
making sure.
There's got to be something here, and you passed another one over here.
Okay. Oh, you're talking about the bodies. Okay.
Yeah. Bites, because you've moved the most through this room. That there's of course this dead body here, which I will tell you straight away looks out of place. You got another one here, and another one here. Oh, I forgot one. And another one here.
Someone tells me where these dead bodies are, I can come and investigate them.
Yeah. Daz,
Count 'em, mother.
you are.
I'm
I
up
got
at
it.
the
Yeah, you're over
the
here.
valve up top. Yeah.
Oh no.
And so that there's a body over here. can-
I do not know that because I cannot see down that hallway.
Well, no,
'Cause I'm
because
at
when
the
you
thing.
when you moved up this, you know what? You're right. You're right. When you're right. You weren't in a form that would have had much better smell. So fair enough. But Ragnar, you can definitely smell 2 near you. Aside from the worm stench coming from the broken wolves near you, Bite, and the green goop, which definitely reeks of worm, worse than the wolves. In a different way, too. Rather than the wolves are like a spiritual corruption, this stuff smells like it would wash away life.
Gross.
It's just toxic and astringent and chemical. Very strongly so. So the blue circles are essentially where the dead bodies are. I'm gonna start with Bite. Actually, you know what? Because we were in initiative, I'll keep initiative order as far as that way we can keep the conversation from overlapping. So I'm saying, I am banning you.
I already banned him.
Oh, thank you.
No, I'll take care of the bans. I'll handle that.
I appreciate you. You know what?
Hold on, unrelated. Faye, are you streaming right now?
Nope.
Okay, I was gonna
I
say
am.
if we're ever live streaming and you guys want me to ban, just make me a mod on your chat. That way I can just ban quickly.
Yeah,
This way it won't interrupt.
Mags is very, very good at that, having been banning people in the pits for ages. We'll start actually with Ragnar because you were the one next in the initiative order. Ragnar, you're standing up over here. You just closed that valve with your mouth. And what is your next course of action here? You had just you hear the pipes stop. You hear the rushing of the water, just sort of peter away, and some gates down the way. Down up these tunnels here. There's some gates kind of come down and stuff like that. Sluice gates. And so I did also change everyone's orientation to where your feet.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Your feet are facing towards where you are facing, okay? And because that
You
makes
should've
more
told me,
sense. It's
'cause I
like your face is looking. Yeah.
Okay,
because-
you should have told me because I was like, oh, my token's upside down, so I moved it the right side up.
Yes, same.
yeah. I'm sorry. I did just remember that I did that across the board because it seems like otherwise it seems
I
like
get
you have a flashlight on your back, you know. And so
It's
anyway,
fine, it's fine.
yeah, you know that there's some dead bodies, but your concern right now probably is that we just defeated a bunch of worm things. But I want to know what's going through your head.
Okay, well, I would know, or Ragnar would know, that the immediate danger, at least from the flood, is over. So I would probably shift back to Hamid, which would be a free action because it's his breed form.
Yep, I got you. Go ahead.
Then I would start investigating the bodies that are over here.
Yeah, go ahead, and you can move on over there. Keeping in mind that the walls are walls. It's a small area. If you need me to move you, I will.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and investigate this one.
Roll me a perception plus investigate, if you would be so
boy.
kind. Oh boy, oh boy. Now,
What difficulty?
6. You're basically searching the body, right?
I guess, yeah. I'm just basically searching the body, but also checking, like, are these, like, were they killed by natural means? Like, because, I mean,
Okay.
not that I need specifics, but I could tell, like, okay, his throat was slit by I don't know, by claws instead of just, like, a knife or something.
This person, let's start with the basics. They're in a purple hazmat suit. They are in, it is a male corpse. They were savaged. Absolutely savaged. But you can tell that they were fully hazmated up, air tanks and all. The air tanks and everything are just all absolutely destroyed. And if you get a little closer and you look even with those 2 successes, you
Well,
are.
I'm right on top of him. How much more closer?
Yeah,
do you
yeah,
need?
no, well, like
I'll get up his ass.
if you search the body a little bit and taking a look around, you notice that in the right hand is a key card. What looks like a key card, at least. And there, like, if you roll the body over and move them a little bit to kind of search, there's no pockets on a hazmat suit, but you do find an ID card.
Okay, I would take the key card and the ID card. And, if there's any blood on them, wipe it off on myself, and then that blood would kind of trickle to the floor, or gunk or blood, whatever. they might
That's
be covered
true.
in.
It would absolutely do that. What an interesting application for that. That's clever. You find that their ID says that they are a technician with a company called Developmental Neogenetics Amalgamated, with a logo of a DNA helix and sort of a stylized DNA that it's wrapped around. And you do see that it is a subsidiary of Megadon.
Okay, well,
Their name is...
Go ahead.
The name on the card says James Rains, clearance level 1 technician.
Okay. Would my character? I'm assuming he would, but you're free to correct me if I'm wrong. That I know what Magadon is connected to.
What I can do, for you is
I'll
you
roll
can roll
intelligence in medicine. I have medicine, so
medicine would work, or academics. You could
I have
also
academics as well.
you could also, you know, if you weren't underground, use your phone to do some research. But there's all kinds of ways to do it. You're just trying to go through your memories.
Yeah,
So you-
just basically like, does that name like ring a bell? Basically,
Yeah, go ahead and roll it, but it's going to be difficulty 6.
that's fine. Yeah, 2 again.
Oh yeah, Magadon Pharmaceuticals is a massive, massive pharmaceutical and medical conglomerate. They have all kinds of fingers and all kinds of pies doing all kinds of shit.
What would I know about their connection to the Big P?
No, that
Okay,
would
that's fair.
yeah. They're real good at hiding that stuff.
Well, yeah, out of game I know that, but like I was just asking in game. It's fine. Okay.
Absolutely fair. All right,
Yeah.
we're
I
gonna.
would
ahead.
start making my way towards where I left bones. I'm sorry, bites, because from my knowledge, that's where everybody is.
All
At least
right.
would be gathering.
Go
So I'll
ahead.
start slowly making my way over there.
Okay.
Whoever's next.
Let's go ahead and you can move your character the appropriate amount depending on how fast you want to move. And we'll go to bites.
Huzzah!
Okay, so let's we'll focus everybody over here.
I'm gonna start regrouping with the rest. Meanwhile,
There are dead
I
bodies
know
right
that-
next to you.
huh?
There are dead bodies right next to you.
Okay.
The last thing you had been doing was you had fought the monsters, but you had the most recent thing you were focused on when we ended off last time, because I've thought about nothing but this game since then. Was you were curious about the bodies.
Well, yeah. I still want to regroup with everyone. Everyone's split out in a hive.
Okay, well, you are obviously still in your Hispo form. So you can do what you like. What do you want to do? If you want to regroup, you can. How do you want to go about doing that? Do you want to call them, like call to them? You know, make a howl. You want to like move towards where you think they are. How do you want to swing this?
Well, I'll holler to them. I think that'd be the best. I'll investigate the bodies as I move.
Well, there's none between you and where you know they're at.
Okay, I'll start moving.
If it's not your turn, don't move your character yet, please.
I moved my character because you told me to.
Yes.
Okay, I'm making sure. Okay, good.
You good?
Go
Good.
ahead.
All right,
I don't see my character.
Bonesy, you're right here. You're in Hispo form.
Okay.
Your
You
favorite
are the
form.
puppy dog.
You have changed forms more than anybody in the game. Everybody put together.
It happens.
Who? Bones?
I changed for usefulness. What's that one body with his feet sticking out there?
Okay, if you were to go in to investigate that, you'd have to actually, go into the little room there.
Yeah, I mean, he's just sticking
But,
out. But also,
Yeah, you see his feet. But if you approach it, you can see that he's in a actually very, very fine, tailored type kit. The only reason you know that is because sometimes you fix cars for very rich clients,
I'll
And
search up for his wallet.
oh, excellent. Okay, you can tell a few things besides you search for the wallet, but give me an intelligence plus investigate as well. For the wallet, you do find in his top pocket a wallet. The main thing that you see about this dude is his throat was slit, and it's a clean slit.
Okay.
But driver's license, Mayville Reynolds, 5'10", 160, hair blonde, eyes blue. You also find that he has an ID card in his wallet.
Okay.
Developmental Neogenetics Amalgamated, clearance level 3, administrator. With your beautiful fucking roll there, you didn't do it with the successes thing, but that's fine. That's really good.
Still look good.
You could tell this guy was definitely dragged here. There's a trail, not only of blood, because the blood itself is sort of intermittent, but you can tell where dirt and grime were disturbed as he was dragged
Okay.
here.
All right.
All right, takes
Can
you a
I
few
see-
moments to go through his pockets and everything like that. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. So he's a member. What was the ID card again? I'm sorry. It went in one ear and out the other.
Developmental neogenetics amalgamated. It
Ah.
is supposed to be hard to remember. At least as far as the way I know the way White Wolf wrote things. Like, it was supposed to be
Alright.
forgettable.
Using on purpose.
Yeah. DNA.
Okay.
And of course you see, subsidiary of Megadon.
Okay. Yeah. I thought it was that same company. Great. And he's an exec.
Mm-hmm. An administrator. You notice, as you go through his pockets and stuff, there's no cell phone or anything else. But they left the wallet. It seems like they didn't give a shit about, like, either it being found or they thought maybe something had come along and edit. Who knows?
Huh. And how far does the trail go from where he was dragged? At least without me moving, just looking with the flashlight.
It goes, give me a second here. Yeah, it goes, you can tell that it goes up through this way.
Okay. So he's been dragged for a while, not...
Yeah, he was dragged here for, not this area. Okay, we will move next to Daz.
Yes.
I'll let
Do
y'all
I know
know.
that any of this is happening? Like,
No.
Has anyone told me any of this? Okay.
Negative. This has all been silent findings. That you did hear a bark from Bites of basically, hey, come over here, guys.
I'm gonna make my way to Bites, and yeah, I think I'll make my way to Bites then if I can.
As you pass the still glowing body of this horrible monstrosity, you can tell that it was definitely, it had to have been a human, and it had to have been a pregnant one.
Ew.
And so, okay, so you're running.
Yeah.
You still, guess what? There's a human girl who's alive, eyes quite
Yeah.
wide, and she's getting a wiggle on.
Yeah. Ma'am, are you okay? I am going to ungag this woman.
And it goes on like that. It's very loud. You all
Like
hear
that and
it.
so forth.
I'm
So on and so
in
forth.
form. So I want to know why she's asking what the fuck I am.
Ragnar did not give a fuck when he tore through here.
Well, when I went through there, I was under the impression she was unconscious. I mean, I could have been wrong, but still doesn't matter.
That is my bad.
No,
Put her
it's
down
fine, no
very,
worries.
very conscious.
It's extremely conscious.
Yeah.
Yeah, because what was
Like,
said
I
to
was
me,
delicate.
what was said to me last session was, I think Daz was carrying her. Somebody was
No,
carrying
I
her.
was carrying her.
Yeah. So somebody was carrying her, and what was said was, you set her still body down. I remember that very specifically because I'm like,
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
she's unconscious. I
Oh,
had said that
okay.
during the post game.
She was-
It's cool. It's cool. She could have just been terrified.
She
It's
was,
cool.
yeah, she's got a low willpower, so.
No worries, no worries.
Like,
Okay.
and then Bites did, I think, tear through here in, like, yeah, there were some Krenos
Well,
around.
I tore through there. I won't deny that.
All right, Daz, you come across her. You're a little winded, on account of your body having just healed very rapidly and stuff. You're a little aches and pains. You know what I mean? And you see her laying there. She's screaming.
I'm regagging her. I am going to deal with this after.
And so on.
Ma'am, you screaming in a confined space is not gonna do anybody any good, and it's just giving me a fucking migraine. So
Give
I'm gonna
me
gag you for a
a
moment.
give me a
while I try
charisma
and
plus
figure it out.
intimidation.
Is this going on right here?
Yeah. Give me a charisma plus
Okay.
intimidation, difficulty of 6. My good
I
sir.
have to remember what my thing I have to type is. It's just dice.
No, you don't have to type. You can just go to the advanced die roller on the left-hand panel. Choose the number of dice. Make sure you select target number. Die 10. Roll your pool. And so if your target number is 6,
I'm not. Dice roller, advanced roller. Number of target number is
mm-hmm.
6. These are D10s.
That's right.
Sorry, I'm having brain fog at the moment.
Alright.
Charisma and intimidation. You said.
Correct.
Well, that's just 3. I don't have any pluses
Really?
to it.
Damn.
Yeah,
Oh,
I don't
well.
have any in intimidation.
All right, roll me a charisma. 2 successes. She sort of just eventually she hears you like you're calm but sort of menacingly casual way that you're talking to her about like it's giving you a fucking headache and shit. She just sort of just
I'm just like,
realizes, okay.
I have a shitload of dead bodies down here that I need to figure out A, where the fuck and how the fuck they came to be here. I will help you in a moment, okay?
Sir,
You are
I
going to
will
wait
fight you
here.
in a second.
I will get to you in a moment once I figure out who the fuck killed all these people, okay?
All right. Next, we will move along because that I believe is a beautiful turn.
Yeah.
And we will go to Tiago, who is standing over here down this tunnel. You heard quite a bit of that, not the when Daz got quiet, but you heard a good amount of it.
A lot of screaming.
Everyone heard the fucking screaming.
Yeah, everyone heard. I'm pretty sure
Every
everyone and their
sewer
mother
system.
heard the fucking screaming.
All right, what you do?
Did you put the ball gag back in? Like just a general question. Did you put the ball back? She stopped screaming. Either you put the ball gag back in or
I put the gag back in.
okay. All right. Was worried you were gonna. I was gonna have to start calling you Lenny there for a second. Good to know there, homie. Good to know there.
Lenny?
Bison
Yeah.
Man, I believe.
Yeah. Pet the rabbits a little too hard there, buddy.
Oh, right. Look. She did see something she's not supposed to see. I did consider,
You know how the delirium works.
looking at the little birds.
You're well aware of how the delirium works, Daz.
Oh, okay.
There was clear delirium in her eyes. She definitely saw Krinos form.
Yeah, so she's not going to remember this thing.
No. She is all but shitting herself.
Oh, good, because I'm here having the, like, am I going to have to execute this woman for seeing things that she shouldn't? No, the fact that it's no is a relief.
That's an extreme
But
measure.
Yeah, you're not
boy,
dating.
howdy. Am I going to have some words with Ragnar?
What Ragnar would
No,
say, why
you
kill when you can breed.
you
If
know-
breed them, then they're kinfolk.
No. The way I run kinfolk isn't it? It's not just someone you breed with.
It's a
It's someone
joke,
that's.
it's a
Oh,
joke,
my
it's a
bad.
joke.
My bad.
That is
I
an
didn't.
excellent way to get a bullet in your head, my friend. Just pointing it out. It's happened before.
All right. Damn, Tiago, what did you doing, bro?
I am walking back
Yeah,
over
for
to. I
Tiago.
mean,
All right, move.
y'all started some banter as I was
Move your happy
wondering
ass.
if we were going to be dealing with a corpse or if we were dealing with a still live subject.
Yep, still alive.
Still alive.
You didn't hear any
Okay.
bones
Wait.
crunching.
Yeah, I didn't hear anything else, so I didn't know. That's why I was like, all right, cool. I'm
No
on
gunshot noises.
Yeah, I'm stuck. There we go.
Yeah, the next map won't have such tiny doors.
Such small walkways. What's going on?
Oh, it is a sewer. It's not made to be wide open.
Are these hallways so tiny?
You're lucky I gave you a semi-New York style sewer. I have no idea how Vegas does it, but it's probably much smaller than this.
I'm not stressed.
If this were New York, perfect.
Yeah. So who's picking home this time?
You're the stronger one between the two of you.
Am I?
She's
Really?
not going.
Yeah.
She's not going anywhere just yet, as far as I'm concerned. She can wait there until we figure out whether it's safe to take her with us.
What do you mean take her with us? Let's just get her the fuck out of here.
I think Daz has the right of it, kids. Though maybe someone should watch over her a bit. Maybe don't just leave her laying there.
It's a fair call. But I need to go and see what the fuck is the deal with these bodies.
Alright, so in the meantime, I imagine, Thiago, do you want to pick her up? You are definitely the stronger of the two of you.
Are you asking me as Clashing Boom Boom, or are you asking me as the DM?
Oh, give me a second. I thought oh no, I didn't. My bad.
No, because there's
Oh,
there's a
Clashing Boom Boom.
there's a couple of
She
stop
asked me
buttons,
directly.
and one of them's for the sounds and stuff.
Yeah, I know.
Um,
It's like,
But
They're all
okay,
good.
all right. So, what are you gonna do?
I'll pick her up.
All right, dope. We will just.
I was gonna rock paper scissors it with Daz to see who wanted to pick her up. That's why I was asking.
All right, we will assume that she's picked up, and
Telling
I
her
will
to
give
look at
you.
dead bodies is not a good idea, and that's what I'm going to do.
I will put you as being.
Ladies.
You are. I'm gonna give you this symbol to recognize that you are carrying something, and you're gonna have to move the two of you together. But here's the thing: you can do. You can drag a box around both of your figures, Thiago. When you move next time, just drag a box around both of you, and you can move together.
Oh.
Yeah. So, okay, that's going to be Ragnar, and we're going to do this a little bit faster now that we're in the swing of things. Ragnar, what you doing? You're just going to continue moving?
I'll stop over. I'll check this body here. If there is nothing on it immediately, then I'll keep going down here to meet up with where Bones would be. But I'm still here at the moment.
You do find a driver license.
Okay.
It's not expired. 5'11", 178, black hair, brown eyes, Ernesto Guerra. But they don't look like an unhoused person. Their stuff is too clean.
Okay, no worries.
All right. All right.
Yeah, then I'll
That'll
just-
be. At the same time, I'd like you to roll me a perception plus alertness or primal urge if you have that better.
Oh, yeah, I
Difficulty
got
6.
Okay. That's at least one, but a botch. I would have been two.
Yeah, it's one success, but that's enough. Right here, you notice two things. This is a body in a body bag that's been strapped to keep the body bag tight. And this is a medical biohazard level red biohazard bag in the sewer.
Okay, well, I would point out that I have medicine of 1, so I will know what that is, but
You
I
would.
would also probably not want to mess with it.
Mhm.
So I'll definitely tell.
Oh, and there's a corpse here too. You notice under all the rubble, but it's much older.
Yeah, I would tell probably once I get closer to Bites, I would let him know because
Right.
I would assume he's a theurge because I saw him healing everybody. So
Yeah. Okay. You also notice here, and here
yeah, the blood trails.
the blood trails. Yes, sir.
Okay, I will take mental note of that, and I will I guess I'll finish my move there.
Wow, I gave you way too much night vision. I thought I changed all this.
I
Save
don't
changes.
have that much night vision. What?
I gave you
Well,
5
what-
meters of night vision instead of 1 meter of night vision because it is dark out here.
Oh, well,
But you're
you
fine.
had given light. You had given light to the valves. That's why.
Oh,
don't
right.
know
They
if
gave you a
that-
flashlight, right?
Anyways, okay.
There you go.
That's my turn.
There's your flashlight. You do notice these drag marks of blood and stuff. They seem to be somewhat contiguous with drag marks in the soil, in the grime in here. What this might tell you is that the body wasn't continuously bleeding at this point.
Okay.
It was coming out in bursts due to probably movement or something. You can't really tell, but you can tell that there's been drag marks. Moving right along, Bite.
Yo.
What you doing, baby?
All right. Does this guy have anything else on him, like quick search?
You found everything.
I figured.
But
right,
everything is bespoke. Even the shoes, dude.
I'm trying to think. I know this place needs to be cleansed, but I personally don't know. I know rite of cleansing on my own isn't going to be enough to cleanse this whole motherfucker.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to think what the best way to get this cleansed is. I'm going to need to contact probably the Sept and say this shit needs to get dealt with.
Okay.
Unless blasting it would be a safer option, but I don't want any of this stuff getting out.
Don't forget, you do have a voice on your shoulder.
Yeah, but I want to talk with everyone else first before I go straight to the totem. So I'm just brainstorming ideas before I get to them all, so that I can have a plan of action to go with.
Don't think of the totem as an overseer. Think of them as a parent.
That's even
Oh,
worse.
Mom's gonna kick our ass.
A parent that knows what you're doing.
I was talking to you because there's some stuff that I would know in character that I don't know
Yeah.
myself.
Well, what? Okay. So, things that you do know. This man definitely out of place down here. Was not killed by the broken wolves, the mockeries, whatever you want to call them. Was definitely very wealthy and worked at some type of pharmaceutical or medical outfit. You know that.
What do I know about this Magadon place?
Roll me an intelligence plus either medicine or academics.
Okay.
Difficulty 6. It's not hard to know about a conglomerate.
Let's see.
You should do pretty well on this.
I'm trying to remember the roll code for.
You don't need the code. You can just go hit the dice button and go to the advanced rolls like I was telling Daz earlier.
That's what I wanted was the advanced. I couldn't remember the advanced roller.
It's okay. If you ever have a question, you can kind of look over at mine and I'll show you some stuff, okay?
Oh shit!
Okay.
Sorry, my bad. Ignore that. I didn't mean
You're
to
good.
roll.
You're good. You're good.
Target number.
Wonder if I can remove those.
There we go.
Nice. Holy shit. Magadon Pharmaceuticals. Well, first DNA. DNA is a genetics outfit. They study the human genome. Further beyond the completion of the genome project. Application, genetics. You know that Magadon Pharmaceuticals is a massive, probably the most massive medical conglomerate on Earth. If not one of, like, a couple, It is global. They have stuff going on in probably every continent and most countries on the globe. And that might include Antarctica. You don't know. But with this level of successes, this is almost an extraordinary success. So, you do know that sometimes they've been connected with some unsavory practices in other countries and stuff. Maybe some, maybe a little bit of issues with waste disposal, things like that.
Ew.
DNA is a much smaller outfit, though still well funded, very well funded, still in the billions of dollars. Just
So
nowhere.
subsidiary.
Yeah, it's a subsidiary, and them being in town. Something you do remember is you recall that when you went to that clinic, that it was a DNA clinic, not a genetics clinic, but it was like a clinic run by
They're gone already.
Thank you.
by Diagnostic Neogenetics Amalgamated DNA. You know that was a clinic run by DNA.
Okay, so yeah, this is all connected now.
Nice. Take some notes,
All right,
because I'm not.
You'll need to ban them. They're in your chat.
No, I got it. It's because we have shared chat, so I can ban from anybody's chat at the moment.
Oh, okay.
So
All right.
that's why I told you guys. If you were live,
how far movement can I get from
I
here?
can do it real quick. Anyways,
You can move 7 meters just normally.
Well, I see 2 other bodies in this room. Wait, no.
You know
there's
what? Let's
another
loosen up the movement and stuff and start. Y'all can all start to gather in by now.
all right.
All right, like just loosen it up a little bit, so you can go over here and start checking this body when Ragnar shows up, and then I would say
right.
Daz shows up next, and then Tiago after that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can move
This
all the way over there.
This guy looks like he's holding either a piece of paper or something. I mean, that could be nothing, but I might go
this?
check that out.
This is a table.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's
And
hard to tell from this point.
That's a chair. What looks like happened, if you just take a look at his body, he was slashed across the throat viciously by what looks like a blade, and just healed over and fell into this little doorway or aperture here, right? And his legs, the chair didn't even fall all the way over the way he fell. His legs are still like kind of holding the chair up at a, like an angle.
I'll turn to Bites. I'm like, did you see that?
Well, I can see him. There's probably another body in the other room. There's bodies all over the fucking.
Move around freely, guys. Move around freely. Talk amongst yourselves.
There's a suit in the other, down a little bit further. I got his wallet. He's part of this Magadon DNA subsidiary.
And he points over here.
Okay. Then I'll go up to Bites and I'll give him the key card and the ID card of the technician. And Ragnar will tell him, yeah, something about some kind of technician, Magadon. I know the name from somewhere, but I can't place it off the top of my head.
The guy down there is a suit. He's from higher up. So, but they weren't killed here. They were dragged here. So I'm trying to figure out why. But I have a feeling that green stuff in the pipe.
Oh, no, they didn't drag that.
Ragnar, something that stands out to you by what Bites just said is they weren't killed here. You do know for a fact that the one you examined was definitely killed where they died.
Okay.
Okay, just continue.
All
Bites.
right. Yeah, the guy I found, he's got a trail. He wasn't killed here. He was dragged at least a good distance before he got here. Oh, let me shift to Hamid.
I got you. Keep going.
I was waiting.
It
I was
should be
waiting
a
for you to
free
shift the
action.
Hobbit so I could give you the
Right,
I could
yeah.
give you the ID cards.
Yeah, keep going. I
don't
got
wanna
you.
Stick them in your mouth. Anyways,
Hey, I can't drag the NPC with me.
Okay, I got you. Thanks for letting me know.
So yeah, we're definitely going to need to deal with this green shit in the pipes. We got the eruption under control, but we don't want this getting out of here.
I think we need to exercise some wisdom in this situation and realize that all this worm taint is far greater than possibly even you can handle.
Oh,
So-
I know I can't handle this much. There's not a shot in hell. I got to get a hold of the Sept.
Yeah, I would suggest that, and I'm assuming Daz and Tiago are gathering around as he's talking.
Yeah.
You know what I think? That's
Boom,
actually,
boom.
I really like this guy. Hey, ask him if he wants to join the crew.
I mean, yeah, I like that idea too. I mean, perhaps though we should deal with the problem at hand.
Yeah,
Absolutely, Ted,
think
but I think he's saying y'all need to retreat.
Oh, well, yeah, but I was hoping, Mama Boom Boom, if you could pass a message on for us to the Sept that this needs to get dealt with. I don't want someone stumbling in here and causing a fucking apocalypse.
I'm sorry, excuse me.
There's green shit in the fucking pipes. We just stopped it from erupting, and
Do
God
I-
knows what the fuck it
do I
is.
hear? Do any of us hear Bites talking to her?
He's probably doing. Are you doing it in your mind or out loud?
I'm doing it in my mind.
Okay, then never mind.
But
Yeah, I'm
everyone
just staring-
else hears her and him except you right now.
Okay, so Ragnar's just staring at Bites, wondering why he's like zoned out. He's actually
I'll hold
like
up my
waving his
finger like I'm
hands.
talking on I'm talking on
Okay.
a Bluetooth earpiece. I'm like, hold on just a minute.
All right. Okay, go ahead. Keep going. Keep going.
If you could please pass on a message to the Sept that we got to deal with this, because I can't handle this one on my own. We got the bodies done and the bad guys dealt with, but we got to get someone down here to cleanse the fuck out this bitch.
Here's the idea, kid.
What?
Kid, look, I ain't your messenger. And when you take
Okay.
looks like that, and you need to go do it
Got a
yourself
point.
anyway, it's your job to
What?
report to your Sept. You need to undertake that responsibility. You found worm taint. What's the first thing the litany says to do?
To deal with it?
And since you can't deal with it, what you do?
Contact the Sept.
Right,
That was
I know,
what I had to do.
kid. But look. I'm here for all kinds of stuff, but I ain't your messenger.
Okay.
I'm your mama.
What you gonna do? Drop a bomb on the Sept with a note that says, "Dear Sept, found worm taint."
Boom.
Don't like this one. He's funny.
Okay. Sorry, I had to teach you a little bit about totems. Keep going.
Uh-huh. All right.
Don't everybody start in at once.
Oh, I was waiting for
Yeah,
Bites to-
she. Oh, you know what? She didn't say over.
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 Over. All right.
Well,
I can't hear you in the tunnel, so I'm not going to be able to be
with your
here.
personal moment, I think it would be best if we just found the immediate exit, and then we exercise extreme caution to notify your local set pack. What do you guys have out here?
You're not allowed to talk about that, guys.
Oh, we're not? Okay.
No, but how do you go skirt that?
Skeet skirt.
Our group.
Like, how do you
Go
hedge
ahead,
around
Whitney
it?
guy.
Well, to speak a little bit meta, he would ascertain at the very least you guys are a pack. If you aren't a pack, he'd be very surprised that you weren't a pack. But he doesn't know if there's a bigger structure beyond a pack here. That's why he's saying, like,
Except for some
what
legends.
do you guys have? Well, I don't know, because given how Ragnar showed up here, I mean, he may not even know where here is.
Oh, I'm assuming he was in Vegas.
Okay.
And
Okay, that's fine.
like, if long story short, if you really want me to lay it out, he ran into the last thing he remembers is he ran into a homeless person who came up and started like yanking on his coat and like, "Hey, just give me some change, mister." And so Ragnar got a little heated, started beating on him. Turned out it was someone who had the gift "Stop hitting yourself." And then you got left in a sewer with your pants off.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yep. And they left obvious marks that, you know, you think a coyote did this to you.
Okay, that's fair. Okay.
Like, there was a Wile E. Coyote picture and everything. They were like, they might as well have flipped you off. But you were probably in Vegas. You might have been seeking the legendary Sept of the Hidden Spring.
Okay.
Because it's also known as a place of healing and redemption.
Okay. so-
Continue.
Well, either way, Ragnar would know if they were directly connected with that set or group or Karen or what have
Well,
you. But so that's why he was asking them directly.
Yeah.
You guys have pack or whatever group you guys are associated with.
Part of the
Continuing.
legend of the hidden spring is the hidden part. Like, nobody knows if it's actually there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Meta-wise, having a level 5 Cairn in the heart of the Las Vegas metropolitan area is a tough road to hoe.
Right. I'll be right back. Give me one quick second.
And at that, I think, Ragnar, you're absolutely correct. I think the things... That's the wrong one. I can't keep going. Can't keep going, sorry. It should be a stop. Give me a second here. There we go. We're gonna stop for a second while he steps away. As a matter of fact, this is gonna be the natural time that we would have done that, because I'm gonna transition you guys over to the Sept here soon, meta-wise. But we're gonna have our first official break that we've had in game for a long time, but we should still be having them, so we'll call it a stop here while you guys still have some juicy questions, and we'll go to licking our wounds, and we will be back in just a little while, folks. But I'm not gonna mute you guys on the stream. Just signify to people that that we're taking a second, but keep any banter out of game for now. Because
I shot you a DM, Aesop.
let me take a look, bro. Okay, I will be back in just a second, folks.
All good.
I'm also going to take this chance to have a bio break.
Okay, go for it.
I'm gonna scratch my nuts.
Gonna scratch my nuts.
I'm fucking back.
Okay, we have Aesop just put us on I think like a 5 to 10 minute break. It's all good though. We are unmuted though, so he just gave us the warning that we are unmuted, so we can banter amongst ourselves.
We're bantering.
This is banter. It is relevant to the plot.
I'm actually looking for a roll for something.
Like IRL?
Yes, I will.
Oh, okay.
My armrest on my computer chair ripped open, and I'm like, no.
Oof. I've had to do that before. It's annoying. We have to tape it up so this way you're not resting on bare metal or what have you.
Yeah, there's little staples sticking out, and it scratched my arm.
Oof. Okay.
Oh, right here.
Oh,
Yay!
All right.
now the duct tape will fix all.
Has everybody returned to the fold? Hey, Rosa, welcome on into the chat.
She's been here all along.
Yeah, she's been here all along.
Oh, huzzah! My bad.
Maybe it's the friends we made along the way.
Like, if anybody wants to interrupt narrative,
Daz is still out. He went to go do a bio break.
yeah,
Just
when
to give you a
handled.
heads up.
Yeah, no worries.
Rosa hates it here.
Hated it.
That's my line.
Oh, then you know what? I'm gonna use that time to fill up my water jug. I'll be back. I went and did other stuff.
It's my line.
All good, all good. And go.
I made a horrible mistake once.
So did I. First for 16 years, and I'm glad I was rid of her. Go on.
No, I was doing a stilt walking gig, third party, and I lost the straps to my stilts, the calf straps, and I decided to go with duct tape, and I used my I used my Gorilla duct tape. It worked fine through the night. I was like, ah, great, because other stilt walkers have used duct tape, but Gorilla duct tape, I ended up waxing my legs.
Yep, was about to say, did you pull all your leg hair out?
Yep, hurt like a mother too. I had big red.
Was
welts
it
on my
regular
leg.
duct tape or was it Gorilla tape?
Gorilla tape?
My apologies.
Oh,
I
I'm
needed an
surprised.
infusion of dihydrogen monoxide.
I'm surprised you didn't rip off like a couple layers of skin.
Oh, I
Yep.
think I did. They were big red welts on my legs.
Wow.
Well, they need to be sturdy. Last thing I need is to be in a big stilt costume and then have the strap go loose and fall. So
Oof.
they held.
I walked into an interesting part of the story.
We're talking about
Wax
duct
my
tape
legs
and why
with
you shouldn't
Gorilla
use it. You shouldn't use it for waxing your legs.
Can't you just wax your leg?
I mean, on one hand, you won, but on the other, I mean, like, at what cost? That shit's gotta hurt.
Daz would like to investigate the bodies. Sounds like Daz is still at least part of this. I will make a roll for Daz.
Okay.
Let's see.
Did he have to bounce, or is he just?
No, he's he's
Okay.
listening on, I believe,
Oh, okay.
on a phone.
All good. All good.
So
Too bad. this isn't D&D,
intelligence
I'd loot
plus
all the bodies.
investigation. That's a hell of a good roll for you. Okay, I'm gonna do kind of a general roll.
Baller.
Like you go and you look around at the bodies. I think maybe, just to
Yeah.
save some time.
I think it would be common sense. I mean,
You know,
I don't wanna
you know-
overstep, but I think it would be common sense. Like if they're wearing a suit, check the jacket pockets. If they're wearing jeans, check the jean pockets. Just a cursory level stuff.
Roger, Roger. I am counting 2 successes, so that's pretty good. For the most part, you find this person right here. That is. I accidentally moved them. This person is
Go on into the ether.
This person is unhoused. Over here. Oh, hold on. Wrong layer. There we go. Over here, this person. Let me check my GM notes here. No ID. They got like a shitty gold plate necklace that says Rachel. Tattoo on the left forearm that says with a heart with the whole Rachel Lisa thing. That's it. Other than that, they don't look unhoused. They look like they're actually relatively clean, maybe out on the town or something like that, and dressed pretty good, but you don't see any drag marks. But given their size, just a small woman, you can tell that they could easily maybe have been dropped here. This one right here, definitely in a suit.
Like a hazmat suit or a business suit?
Hazmat suit.
Okay.
Uh,
I figured. I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah. Sorry, I was having, what the hell? Oh, it's on the map layer. Pendejo. That's why I couldn't select it. There we go. Okay, so this one is definitely another DNA scientist. This person's name is Indira Singh. Clearance level 4. And scientist. You also find a key card identical to the one you found on the other body that was similarly attired.
Okay. Well, if there's any key cards, I mean, I assume we would all I mean, I don't want to speak for everybody, but I think common sense would either be we would gather them or at least take note of them.
Yes, I think everybody should at least put those on their character sheets. That the pack has 2 key cards for what seems to be something to do with DNA. The company DNA. So note that down how you will.
Ass fuck.
But definitely note it down, folks, because we don't have our note taker. I'm afraid. And I am juggling way too much shit with the stream to be taking a hell of a lot of notes. But while
I just put DNA company key cards ×2.
as long as it's noted that the pack has it instead of you having it personally, you know what I mean?
I just put it under gear carried. I mean, we can put it however.
All right, for now, let's assume Ragnar's carrying the key cards. And Bites, are you there?
Yeah.
Because you were all the ones. Actually, it was Daz doing the searching. Daz, hold on, give me a second. He was asking some questions. Daz is a former investigator. Any identifying marks on any of them? Yeah, there was the tattoo. I did mention that. Let's see. This person up here. That I mean, if you're looking at all of them, Ragnar already looked at them. It's just looks like a tourist. And Ragnar has pretty much, I think, all of their. Well, you didn't take their IDs, right? The regular people.
No, if they didn't look like a Magadon,
Okay.
or the DNA IDs, I would have left them because I don't.
Okay, fair. Okay, so yeah, you guys got some DNA IDs and some key cards from that
There's
search.
tourists. That means that they were pulled from all over.
What was the name on the clearance level 3?
There wasn't a clearance level 3, it was a 4, and it was Indira Singh.
How do you spell that?
INDIRA space
Okay.
SINGH.
I know how to spell thing. But you said that the other clearance card we found was level 3, wasn't it?
No. They were. This was a level 4. The one you found from
And a
this
level
body
1.
here, and there was a level 1. So you have 2 level 4s and a
okay.
level 1.
Okay. And
Oh
the
no.
level 1 was-
No, you have a level 4 and a level 1.
Yeah.
Right.
That's
because
what I thought.
yeah,
What was the name on the level 1?
the key
I'm
cards
writing some
themselves. The key cards themselves don't have names.
Yeah, but the people do.
The people, the level 1, that person's name. Give me a second.
Yeah, I did have that ID card, so I would have shown it to Daz if he asked.
James Rains, clearance level 1 technician.
And level 4 was admin. Is that correct?
That's correct. The level 4 admin, his name, give me a second, was Mayville Reynolds.
Hold on a second. So we've got 2 people in biosuits. One with a level 4 clearance, Indira Singh. We've got one with the level 1 clearance, James Rains. We've got a suit guy with admin clearance.
The 2 hazmats also were very much appear to have probably been savaged by the broken wolves, and
Yep,
the bespoke suited gentleman. He had his throat slit by something very sharp.
And what was his name?
Mayville Reynolds. Mike Alpha Yankee Victor India Lima Echo.
Yep. Got it.
Romeo Echo
Scott
Yankee.
Reynolds.
Okay. Love it. Hey, Young Money, what's up?
Welcome, welcome.
What's up, Young Money?
So what are y'all thinking? Is everybody back?
I'm back.
I didn't know if everyone was back. Okay,
Back
I think
again.
we're all back.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and push the you guys. When you come back from having done a stop card, do me a favor, and
No,
like
no favors for you.
put up the go card.
We don't have a go card. We have a keep going card.
Yeah. And so you just boom, you know. That way I know. Okay. So and it's still, you know, we're learning this stuff. All good.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Okay.
what are you guys thinking? What are we doing? Would you like to retreat to the sun safety?
I think we need to get out of here. Is my strong advice to you. I'm not familiar with these lands, or at least as familiar as I would like to think that I am. I am not in my territory. I'm here on pleasure as well as business, but I'm gonna confide in you, fellow kin, to trust my judgment in the sense that this is a bigger problem than you can handle, and I say that respectfully.
Okay.
So what is the quickest way out of here?
Okay.
Yeah, it's time for us to go, and we've also got a human who's currently in delirium.
Yeah,
So-
well,
I gotta tell you guys, she's not having a really good time.
No more. Let's get her out of here.
All right. So you guys reconvene where?
I'm taking out a map and marking the area so I know.
I say we go over to the hallway.
You know,
over here.
Clear this
we're
place.
gonna transition out of this map.
Oh, okay.
Yay.
Back
We
to
get
the.
fuck back up to the top side.
Yep. You guys head back topside. Out. Essentially, you can go out the nearest topside exit you find, or you can backtrack all the way back to where you know the area. But
I would confer their judgment. Ragnar would not take the lead in that. He doesn't know the place.
fair.
I say we head back how we came in.
Seeing as we have a
simply
vehicle
because-
parked there.
Well, there is that, but it's going to be easier to, like, we know what the area was we went in. The last thing we want to do is come up out of a storm drain into a crowded area with a person who is tied up and gagged.
Also
Well-
screaming their fucking head off.
Yeah.
I would also want to say, like, adrenaline only carries you so far. Wouldn't she eventually pass out from exhaustion? I mean, I'm just asking.
Yeah, she's starting to seem woozy, to tell you the damn truth.
Well, we're not going to
she's
just
flying
dump
her.
an unconscious person.
No, I'm not saying to dump her, but like if she's unconscious, we can unbound and ungag her and then take her above ground without looking
Yeah,
too
I'd rather
suspicious.
make sure that she's going to stay that way, because if she wakes up on someone's shoulder in the middle of the tunnels, surrounded by people with firearms,
Well, it'll be
she's
very
going to
dark.
panic. But we all have flashlights.
And extremely, extremely ripped up combat gear.
Yeah, like
Basically, that
that's
no
not
longer
something.
your combat gear. You were very poorly dressed for any occasion.
Yeah, the point is, this is not something we want her to be. Like, we don't want to be just popping up in the middle of nowhere
No,
with
you're right.
no transport.
Okay.
Getting to our vehicle is easier because we can drop her off at a clinic somewhere, be like, look, this lady passed out, or we can even call an ambulance for her or whatever. I don't know how American medical systems work.
Tiago.
That's
Tiago-
fine. Like Ragnar wasn't against any of that. He was just saying like, isn't she gonna pass out already? Because adrenaline
Well-
only carries you so far.
How about don't talk to me. Talk to each other in character. Tiago, you do know that there's a clinic near your set.
Mm-hmm.
You know there's a clinic near your set. It's very close.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we'll get back to the car. We can get a change of clothes, and we can drop someone who's not gestures to
You guys
himself.
can. I can't prepare
Is
it. I
it
took my
com-
shit off.
As you
Yeah,
come,
well, I'm covered in blood, okay? I don't want to drop someone into a hospital covered in bloody tactical gear.
like as you exit the tunnels, you do notice that most of the folks that had generally wanted to move out of the tunnels due to the oncoming storm, they have mostly moved on. There's a few diehards that are just like, fuck it, I'll take the ride if I have to. Fuck you, get the fuck out of here before I shoot you, kind of, you know, like, fuck off. I don't give a fuck what the hell you have to say, kind of guys and gals and folks.
I was born in these tunnels. I'm gonna die in these tunnels.
Yeah. So you get back out there. You can tell Flacco's been helping. You know, he brought his pickup. But that's like him. Flacco, like it's kind of like that side of your family thing, you know? Like, hey, just because we got our bag, it doesn't mean there's other folks, like, they don't need help. You know, we're doing okay. We should help the others. It's like Gaia says, right? And
Like Flacco. I'm gonna tell you.
Flacco is like, Flacco is into being a kinfolk. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, I like him. He's a
He
good
has said
bloke.
it many times before. He's down for the set, Holmes.
Dude, this is him, by the way, in case nobody's looked. You can zoom all the way in. I made a whole thing. It's pretty well detailed, too, so you can zoom all the way in and take a look at it. But that's Flacco. Anyway, you guys, you get your shit together. You guys head first, I guess, back to Tiago's for a change of your clothes. Daz, I'm sure you had changed into your combat gear, which is shredded now. But you also left your regular gear.
Pants.
Like, probably all of y'all did that except for Bites, who we know for a fact his t-shirt and coveralls are probably dedicated.
Yep.
And you need to get that right.
Things off.
You need to get that right, by the way, unless you already have it. That's a priority. But you can only have a number of items dedicated to you equal to your gnosis. So keep that in mind. Anyways, so you guys have shit to change into. Ragnar, which of your clothing's survived?
All of his clothing would survive because of that.
Except his pants.
Okay.
Remember that thing we talked about.
I'm starting to think that is as strong as you had originally said.
Well, it's only a level. Okay, it's an exalted thing, but it's only a level 1 thing. That's why I was like, I will take it as a level 1 thing if you want me to. And you said, no, it's a. Don't even put it.
Well, I didn't realize that it repaired your clothing and all that stuff. That's a different.
Oh no, it doesn't repair my clothing.
Oh, so you look great, but your shit's all shredded.
Yes.
He still doesn't have pants either.
Oh yeah, no, he put his pants back on. He put his pants on.
No, you didn't. Your pants got taken.
Okay, which parts of your clothing?
I remember the whole team put pants on.
Which part of your clothing was important enough that you dedicated it so that when you come back out of Krenos form, you save yourself a little shame?
Myself? You're talking to me?
Yeah.
I would have to play the purebreed card and say, given who his family was, they probably would dedicate his entire, at least one clothing set, which I would say he was wearing, only because they don't want.
I guess I can count. I guess I can count a clothing set as one.
Yeah,
I'll count a whole, like a clothing, like a suit of clothes, sure. But combat gear, no. That chest plate, that chest and back plate, that armor combination, that's one item. You know, that kind of thing. But if it's just a suit of clothes, sure. Same thing with you, Bonesy.
He doesn't have a suit of armor.
Yeah. The rest of these guys were in armor. You didn't have time to dedicate it, so that shit's fucked. You dropped plates wherever you transformed, unless you picked them up and carried them out. You can say you did that. I have no problem with it.
Okay.
Daz would have been on people about that.
But
it's clearing up after us.
But Bites, definitely your coveralls and your boots and your t-shirt and your underwear and stuff. You probably have that dedicated, and we'll count it as one item, a suit of clothes. And so you look fine. You're actually the best dressed one right now out of the entire group. Everybody else looks like they went through Vietnam. As you come out of the tunnels, the truck is there. The elephant. You guys pile back into her. Where do you go? Tiago, you're driving. So since you're driving right now, you're technically alpha for the moment. How do you want to address your pack?
I'm just driving back to the crib.
Straight back to the
We've
crib.
dropped off.
Like, well,
We've dropped off this this lady, yeah.
yeah, we've already dropped her off. We're literally going back to my place. It's just fucked, man.
The people in the clinic look at you real fucking weird.
Well, I would actually
I
probably
stayed in the
interject.
car.
What
I
happens in
would,
Vegas stays in Vegas.
One at a time.
I would volunteer to take her in only because Ragnar would look the cleanest, so it wouldn't seem that out of place.
Well-
It'd still look weird, but not as weird.
Bites looks perfectly fine because his clothing set was dedicated. He doesn't look shredded at all. So
Okay,
it might be Bites, especially since he's known around the area. Found another, and you know.
Yep.
Yeah, but is he stinky?
No.
Okay. Well, I'm asking. We
I'm
came out of a
sorry.
sewer.
You did come out of y'all did come out of a sewer, but being still in shredded clothing and not smelling of a sewer is still weirder than in full clothing and smelling a little bit like shit.
No, yeah, I get that. Okay. Anyways, go ahead.
All right. Yeah, I'll bring her. I'll bring her in. Hey guys, found another. one.
Oh, damn it. Mr. Carlson, do you have any time to fix them cars?
I have plenty of time. Plus, I got people work on the shop.
Alrighty, well, poor little thing. All right, let's get her signed in and stuff. Let's get an orderly in here, help her out. And so they move. As you do leave that clinic, you do notice, it's Las Vegas Emergency Clinic number 12, a diagnostics neogenetics amalgamated clinic.
Oh no! Fuck that shit. Not DNA. Fuck that shit.
She's already in there, man. What are you gonna do?
Oh god damn it. I'll play it smooth and walk out and let them know. But I would have assumed, like, if I already knew that they were DNA, that I wouldn't have let her in there.
Oh, we can say that you're definitely have your wherewithal. I mean, you didn't get hurt or nothing. You might be a little tired, but you could easily notice the sign as you're walking her in. But you brought people to
turned around and be like,
you've brought a lot of people to these clinics, these DNA clinics, and seen them later, and they were fine.
yeah,
But I could also argue on Bites' defense. Now he knows there's something up with him, as opposed to before.
Yeah. So
Right.
you see that sign as you're walking up, you're carrying her.
and if they recognize her from anything, she might be on. Other people just walking in might be fine, but she's definitely on a list or something. Like, yeah, let's go find somewhere else.
Well, T, I mean, you did find her around a lot of dead folks with that ID. I think your thought process is sound. You can't take her to the cairn, though.
I can barely understand that.
He was saying
Don't
that
take
your
her to
thought
the
process.
I'm sorry.
Don't take her to the cairn.
You can't take her to the cairn.
I know that, but there's more than one friggin' clinic. It's friggin' LA or Vegas.
Okay, you go to the nearest clinic. DNA.
Well, I'm gonna. I'll Google it.
Every
You'll find a place that is not a DNA clinic.
every place that isn't a legit hospital with a guaranteed very busy emergency room. All the emergency clinics in the Las Vegas area, North Las Vegas, Springside, all of that, DNA.
Well, then an emergency room.
Okay, you take her to the nearest emergency room. There's actually one relatively near the cairn, because obviously it's near the strip. You're gonna want emergency rooms near there. You take her to the hospital, and it's busy as fuck, but they're like, all right, we'll help you, baby. Come on,
All right.
and you book it.
All right.
Where do you head?
Well, after she's dropped off, I get back in the car and tell them immediately, all the fucking places are goddamn DNA.
Is that why you have me driving around so much?
Yeah. They're all fucking
Makes
DNA. Every fucking one of them. And they're all connected to your mama when they kidnapped her.
Why is there still water pitter pattering?
That was a. I'm sorry. That was a heavy silence, though, man. Like, son of a bitch. Yeah. Go. Keep going.
I was gonna speak up as Ragnar and say I don't know if that is a dig, or if that was legitimate.
No, that was a thing that did just happen a couple days ago.
No, but Ragnar said that in character. He was a
couple
of days ago. That's why, because there was that uncomfortable silence, so he kind of looks back and forth between them. And it's like, was that a dig or was that? Was that real?
Oh well.
I forgot to tell you our table rule.
I was lamenting the fact that my favorite combat pants are covered in blood and torn to ribbons. What?
I did forget to tell you a table rule, Mags. Table rule is you're automatically in character when you speak, unless you designate that you're not.
Okay.
Just so you know. That way you don't have to say, I say this. You just say stuff. Yeah. So, okay. You guys head back to, I guess, to Tiago's place, which is going to be y'all's den, I guess. Not bad that it's the Galliard's place. That makes a lot of sense.
Like, we park it, and of course, hearing fucking Daz again complain about his pants. Yahweh! No yours! I'll get you a new fucking pair of pants!
Flacco shows up.
Thank you. I mean, we're back at your place anyway. That's where my backup pants are. But fuck. I like these. These are 511s.
As you guys walk in the place...
I lost a pair of pants that I like. Bro, I had Adidas. I had some nice Adidas.
Your Adidas pants don't cost as much as these fucking
things. They're the anniversary edition. It's $100 pants.
Yeah, I gotta look up what 511 pants would
$60.
All right, check it out.
Trust me, I bought a pair. They're good.
As you enter your house, you see Flacco and Reynard. They're both sitting there drinking, and they're watching like the latest Fast and Furious flick, right?
Oh, it's what one is. What's up, boys?
Oh shit!
And,
is that Vin Diesel?
But Flacco goes,
smoking my weed, watching my TV.
No, I meant on the TV.
Flacco goes, don't worry, bro. I only been drinking sodas tonight. I'll move the elephant. And you just bam, you do that thing where you pop the keys off your palm, and he catches them, and he takes the elephant, to probably one of Bites' mechanic chops, just to since you guys are tight. Anyway, so Reynard says, "Oh, I see you fucking made it back, you bastards. Who's the fuck is this?" There.
I was hoping you'd know, homie, since you know everyone in the city.
This feller's not from
without pants on.
This feller's not from around here. He gets up.
Clearly, have you heard his accent?
One of the things that you notice about Reynard Ragnar is he's 6'9". He is a lot of Irishman. He if you go over here and you zoom in, that is this fella. All right, he comes up to you, and he like produces a deck of cards from somewhere in the package, tears it open, tells you, "Hey, pick one."
Right, he picks one. I pick one.
All right. What is the card?
Queen of Spades.
Okay. I like this one. Good card.
You
damn good card.
Everyone.
No, I fucking don't. He puts the cards away.
To me, he goes, like a good bloke.
This fella does pass muster, though. He's got them steely eyes.
But does he yet use mustard?
Well, looks German to me. Maybe it does, maybe it does. It doesn't matter. The fuck have you blokes been? Kill some monsters.
Yes. Been a shit time.
Well, isn't that the way for y'all?
Yeah.
Oh, don't worry. I won't go breaking your veil thing. No one will believe me anyway. On account of I'm always lying. Or am I?
Wish I believed you there, bud. Wish I believed you.
Good!
But
You're getting it. He walks away and goes and makes himself a bowl of cereal, but he pours beer into it instead.
Now that is just a
Fucking
waste of
gross.
beer. Oh wait, never mind. It's Miller's. It's piss.
No, it's Foster's.
That's even worse.
Yeah.
Where do you keep getting these garbage brands from,
Why
bro?
would you even drink that, mate?
Like, I walked to my
Because
fridge,
it's
opened it
because
up.
it's $1.50.
I don't even know where you buy that shit. They don't
Down
even sell
the
that at
corner.
home.
Down the bodega. You've met Rajesh. Look,
Oh, you
you
I
bought me
mean,
a...
yeah, and they sell Coronas for.
mean Bobby?
You know,
Yeah,
10 cents
everyone knows
chip.
Bobby.
It doesn't go with fucking cereal. The Foster's...
Beer doesn't go with cereal.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
I'm
that I would
237 fucking years old. Somehow.
And so you should fucking know better that Foster's is worse than warm piss on a hot day. Why you would even put it in cereal is just insulting the cereal.
Well, it's cornflakes.
It's insulting.
He's
to
eating it.
Wheat
He
Bix.
is. He's eating it while you're talking to him. He's like, you can talk to me all you want about this shit. I'm still gonna fucking eat it.
Oh, you can eat it. I'm not going to stop you, mate. I am, however, going to tell you off for it, regardless of whether or not you stop. What you are doing
Can't
is
hurt me.
an insult to cornflakes and their shit.
This actually makes them taste better. You want a bite?
No, I'm good.
Oh, you're not game, are you?
No, it's more that I have standards and Foster's doesn't come close.
I've seen your women.
Oh, you want to take that game? You want to play that game?
Well, these
I've
guys
seen
are.
your mother.
Well, these guys are arguing. What are the rest of y'all doing?
I'm just sitting, smoking a blunt with my uncle, just passing it, just looking at anyone else on the couch. Just, you want some?
Gotta know.
Want
Like,
some?
I gotta move your car, man.
Like you've never driven stone before.
Oh, but I gotta get to it so they don't trace you, man. I'll be
Yeah,
back.
okay. What beer do you have in the fridge?
Modelo?
I'm
Was that a
stealing a.
question?
Those
I
are-
don't know how to pronounce that. I'm stealing one.
Yeah, it's on the can.
Modelo.
You can.
Modelo.
It's
Okay, Modelo.
clear.
Okay.
It is clearly a recipe of a German lager. Modelo's a good beer.
Yeah,
It's
still better than
flavorful.
Foster's. I'm going to grab a can of it or a bottle of it and start
Whoa,
drinking
you
as
don't
I
like
argue with him.
Dude, German lager. They fucking invented it. God damn it! They make the best lager, and then they moved to Mexico and were like, "We are still going to make beer, right?" And they did it. They fucking made
Okay,
Modelo
but you-
and Corona and shit, man. It's awesome. Fucking
Yeah,
Mexican
no,
beer
that's
is
fine.
German.
But that's lager. What you boys need is a nice IPA.
I never liked IPAs.
There's
That's
the door.
fair.
You can get the fuck out right now.
I
What about
know.
dark ale?
Ragnar,
I love Guinness and
I do like,
Irish
I do like
Red.
a good, I do
Yeah.
like a good Newcastle.
light a fire. Go on, Ragnar. Go ahead. Light it.
Ragnar would just be well. First, he's checking his phone, see if he has service. He has service.
Mhm.
He's getting the location, basically find out where he is. Once he would have gotten that going, I assume that by the time they're arguing about beer, he would kind of give a snarl of silence, and then it was like, "Hey, just because we're out of there, it doesn't mean that we need to forget about what we need to do. You still need to get to whatever authority you have and make sure they know about that. Have you notified them yet?
And
Because
on that note,
if that bursts, it's going to be a whole lot it's going to be a whole lot more than just us and you guys that are eating the taint."
I'm going to go and make a phone call to the higher ups.
Which
and
one?
Inform them. I'm not sure who would be best. I mean, I only know the other theurges.
Okay.
I mean, I can call
You-
Marco if you want.
like everybody knows the Sept. No, you don't bother the elders. That's been. I mean, a Ragabash might be able to pull it off. But generally, the chain of
That man's seen me
command,
without pants on, so he'll answer my calls.
since this is
It's like that meme where it's like, you've seen me without pants, don't ignore me.
no,
You
that
came through my phone and saw me without pants. Answer the fucking phone.
yeah, that is 100% a thing that did indeed happen.
That's cool.
Where is your street, bro? I do have a map location for where you're at. I'm just gonna need a second. I had it memorized, but then I forgot it. You ever forget? I forgot. It happened to me. Holland, there we go. Okay, is it streaming? Yes, it is streaming. This is where you're located. You're located in this house. Right here. I don't have a thingy to show you, but it's the one on the corner. And this is a Google map. That's where it is in Vegas. Cool. If you'd have to look at my stream. Fuck it. I guess I could share it. Give me a second.
That's cool. It's just because remember, if we can't see it on the stream, then the audience can't see it. So.
Oh yeah, it's. I was making sure it was visible on the stream.
Okay. No worries.
All right. So this is essentially what you're looking at. And Holland is right here. This is where Tiago's house is. And this is where it is in Vegas. So technically it is still very technically in Las Vegas, not in North Las Vegas, but it's very close. It is not a great neighborhood. But Tiago seems to be doing well for himself given how good his shit looks as far as the inside of the house and the outside of the house. Glasswalkers, what can I say? Anyway, to go on from there, you have definitely located yourself on the map. Ragnar, how does everyone else react when Ragnar says, hey, let's fucking, like, you need to talk to the bosses? And so Bites goes over and he's gonna call whom?
Like I said,
the Wormfoe?
People I know best are the other theurges.
The Wormfoe for the Sept, and the Warder is Abigail Daniels, rank 4 Guardians of the Spring. You would have their number because they're the person you would call about worm threats.
Well then, yes, that is who I would call.
All right. So let's see here. All right. It rings once. Daniels.
Hey, I'm with the pack that just went down in the sewers. We found a big fucking problem.
You really do need to name your pack. Who is this?
It's Bites, Carlton.
Oh, yeah. The Cleoth from from north of the Strip. Okay.
Yeah, we went down in the sewers. We went down a bit. I got a map. I'll send it to you. We found this place, a bunch of weird friggin' fake gurus, some weird fucking monsters, bunch of dead people.
Fillmore?
We rescued one girl, made sure that she was clean, sent her to the hospital. But that place almost erupted in some green funky ooze.
All right, definitely need to send some people to look into that. Were they Fillmore? Did you kill them?
We killed them. All the things down there are dead, as far as I know. We searched around, didn't see nothing else.
Well,
But it almost erupted. We managed to stop it, and wanted to get a hold of you before somebody else stumbles on that place. We got some IDs. They're from Magadon, DNA, a subsidiary.
Wait. Who's the subsidiary of who?
DNA. They're a subsidiary of Magadon.
You need to come to the Sept.
Yeah, well, we got a new guy we found in the sewers as well. He's a guru, but he ain't part of our Sept.
I don't give a shit.
You want me to bring him?
What's his name?
Ragnar.
And?
Oh, I only know Ragnar. That's what he introduced himself as.
Ragnar, you hear your name.
Well, I was gonna correct that because he did say his name was Ragnar Kingsguard, so he would Bones would. I'm sorry, Bites would know the full name. Now, whether he says it or not, or remembers, that's different.
Right.
No, yeah, but you hear him get it. You hear him get it wrong. So go for it.
Yeah.
What's your last name?
Kingsguard.
Ragnar Kingsguard.
Oh, he's a clave holder.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, no, he can come. If he's worthy of the Kingsguard blade, then as much as their history, they are honorable.
Right.
Bring him in.
I give a thumbs up to the rest of the group, letting them know that Ragnar's cool.
Do you have
Still
this on
arguing about
speaker?
Putting Fosters in.
Do you have this on speaker?
Well,
Or...
he tries to do that.
Hold on, Bites, real quick. You're a 47-year-old man. Are you doing this on speaker?
No,
Really? That's interesting. Okay.
I hate speakerphone.
Good man. Fucking quit annoying everybody around you. Anyway, you guys are still arguing. Tiago, shower, shave, shit.
Pretty much, yeah.
All right. Imagine you. What are you doing during all of this? Ragnar, I imagine he's paying attention to Bite's conversation now. But in that moment, what was Tiago doing during all of this? When the beer argument and then the phone and everything.
I was smoking a blunt the entire time. Just
Flacco
y'all were arguing, and my hands just kept rolling. Just roll up.
Hey, I got changed as I'm arguing.
What is
I can multitask.
what's the word for what's the word for nephew?
Sobrino.
Sobrino, hey, take this, man. I gotta drive. I wanna be careful with the elephant. All right. I'm gonna take it to Bites. One of his garages. Bites will.
Yeah, man. Cuídate.
Hey, Bites. It's cool if I go into number 3, right?
Yeah.
All right. And he tosses Bites a baggie of nug as a favor. And then he goes, by the way, and he points at you, Tiago, and he goes, homie, I've stuck my neck out 3 times by now. It's a little bit, you gotta come back. You know what I'm saying?
Like I walk over to a certain area in the house real quick, come back with like a roll of money and just hand it to him.
Oh, homie, home money's great. Oh, holy shit! How much?
It's a rack.
I don't know what that is.
Like that's 10 grand.
That's what I was thinking. Okay.
Just
Holy
fucking
shit!
Just smacks it into his hand and just like doesn't say shit. Just like gives him the hug. It's just like don't
Yeah,
worry
no,
about it.
you know what? Flacco, exactly. He just like he daps you up. And he puts it in his pocket, real fucking smooth, and he's like, "Carnal, remember, familia, but we gotta support each other. This is gonna help Mari a lot when she gets into college. So this is good, man." He's saying it real quiet, but everybody has werewolf hearing.
No, I know.
And he gives you that hug and the kiss on the neck. You know,
Yeah.
Is that all right, Mijo? All right, you be safe.
Yeah, cuídate.
And protect the city, eh?
Yeah. Text me when you get home.
He slaps you a couple times on the cheek, and he feels like, got you, carnal.
Yeah.
All right, so that is during the beginnings of the argument, and when Ragnar spoke up, like, "Hey, call your bosses," which that is an honorable action. I will say that.
The thing that he had said, like, call your bosses. I was already on the phone. Like, I was already on the phone. Just,
wait, who are you calling?
I'm calling my father.
Tiago? Well, what?
Yeah, I'm calling my father.
What is it, son?
Oh shit! No, I call his office. I'm not calling. Right? No, I'm going through the official routes. I need official channels. This isn't like, Daddy, I need you to save me. This is no. I need to schedule a meeting. Things are going to.
No, enjoy the nepotism.
No. Got my guy.
Nepotism.
What I'm saying is, he see, like, you don't think he's got his office phone tied to his cell phone, whether he's in their office or not. Even if he's got a receptionist, he sees that it's you calling and he picks up. Tiago, what's wrong?
We got a bit of a situation.
What's happening?
Sewers are kind of corrupted. I don't know who we're supposed to talk to on that one. Someone said we have to go to the cairn.
Jesus,
You there?
You need to talk to the warder, Abigail, the warder. You really need to start getting into the fucking cairn politics, son, because if you don't, you're going to lose renown. And you are so close to Fostern, son. So close. Get into the cairn. The warder is the person who protects the cairn. That's Abigail. I'll send her a text right now while we're on the phone, but go to the Sept.
Yeah, we're on our way.
All right. If you need to clean up or whatever.
ASAP.
All right. Thank you for letting me know. I am juggling a lot.
Yeah, all good.
Wow.
Reynard.
Okay. I text Marco.
Hello.
What do you text him?
Can you fucking believe this Irish cunt put fucking Foster's in cornflakes?
Oh. What? I don't know what you're talking about. He texts back, I have no fucking clue what you're talking about.
It's a sin, Marco. It's a sin. All caps.
It's almost as bad as breaking the litany.
I honestly don't know who you're talking about.
That's Reynard, big 6'9" Irishman.
Oh, don't fuck with him.
No, it's too late. He put Foster's in cornflakes, and that's a sin against cornflakes. And I don't even like cornflakes, Marco.
Immediate reply, right?
Australian for beer.
Immediate reply.
I'm always more of like a mini spooners guy.
The immediate reply from Marco is, you remember the rule about the ratkin?
Yeah.
Do not
He
fuck
knows
with.
it's
Do not.
serious.
He may. Just don't fuck with him too hard. And it's not for the same reason, but it's just don't fuck with him. I'm surprised Thiago fucks with him, but I think they have some kind of thing.
You think they got a thing going on?
Oh no, not like that kind of thing.
Oh, okay. Look, I wasn't sure.
But they have a weird bond. I like that they're homies. But like
That bond does not forgive putting Fosters in anything.
There's no glory in anal.
Again, this is the Moleno house.
Shingo.
Then why are you?
I come out of the shower and just again. Is he still bitching about the beer and cornflakes thing?
By then, how long did you take in the shower? How long
I don't
did you take it?
I don't even know where he gets like Foster, or where he get the Fosters from, and
He should have
two,
got it from down around the corner.
He
good for him. I didn't know they fucking carried that shit.
Reynard
I
puts
don't know.
his hand into one of his gigantic pockets of his field jacket and pulls out another ice cold Foster's, cracks it, starts drinking it.
Why don't you drink something better like VB? That's
Because
not even Australian beer. It's
What?
warm piss.
We've never even heard of VB. What the fuck is that?
Oh, mate. I'm going to have to tell you about Australian beers.
I don't think we've got that here.
Foster's.
Mate, I don't think we've got that here, boy.
I'm sure we can find some. You know what? I probably know
Vegas.
someone who can ship that in.
You know what? It is fucking Vegas. He says,
Yeah,
looking
it's
at you,
Vegas,
grinning manically. Don't worry, I'll find some. Don't you? He pats you with his giant mitt of a hand. He sort of pats you very like amiably on the cheek. I'll find it, boyo. Claps you on the shoulder and
Mate,
fucking.
I'll write you a list of things to try. You let me know what you can find. Oh, what you can't find. I'll see what I can do.
While he's doing that and he's leaving, he tosses the Fosters over his shoulder, and it lands perfectly in the sink, open side down in the drain. And he just fucking
Best
books
thing
it.
I've seen all day.
You're
And-
supposed to yell Kobe.
Fuck Kobe's dead.
This is like 10 years before that. Kobe's not even a thing yet.
Are you kidding me? This is 2025, baby.
Yeah, this is 2025. You're supposed to invoke the name of the Great One if you make a shot like that.
I thought this was
I
based in
am
the
the
90s.
fucking Great One. And he closes the door. I never miss. I'm the fox. You hear a gremlin
Just
start
the
up?
Fosters.
I don't. Yeah, and still wondering how he squeezes his 6'9" frame into a gremlin. You hear that start up and move off. You look it
It's
up
not
on
hard.
Google.
You just remove the fucking driver's seat and sit in the back seat.
You're like fucking Bubba Smith.
Yeah,
I'm thinking like Hightower.
Yeah, that's Bubba Smith, baby.
Okay, that.
You guys get to the Sept. You notice, and I did look for stuff for maps for this. I'm gonna have to make one. I'm looking at some parts, but I don't have it yet. I'm sorry. So to re-describe the sort of the heart of the Sept, the way you get there is you go to the Spring Preserve, which is a combination museum, water preserve, and reservoir. And the reservoirs are actually underneath of the parking lot. So it's really cool. It's super efficient. They're making great use of space and stuff like that. So lots of initiatives clearly by Glasswalkers, Children of Gaia, you know, Bone Nars, recycling, making sure the water is cleaned in a naturalistic way. So lots of sediment filtration. And yeah, and there's an elevator that, you know, only staff or special staff can access, and you guys are all considered special staff.
No butlers.
And a guru will generally, or a kinfolk will generally be kind of on hand near there. That'll let you into the elevator, and you know, you go down into the caverns, which are below. They have installed solar lighting, and the entryway, the main heart of the cairn, is this gigantic sort of natural cavern amphitheater with seats lovingly carved out of the living stone that leads all the way down to a sort of pedestal or altar, all made out of the same sandstone limestone that makes up this place, that behind of which is a big curved sand pit that curves, the curve is concave towards the amphitheater, with a gigantic Gila monster in it. Must weigh 40 pounds. And behind of that, but in a more naturalistic way, is this waterfall and pool that trickles down, that must be where the Gila monster drinks. But the whole place has a feeling of holiness that, Ragnar, you have never experienced in your life.
This is gonna kind of break character a little bit, but it reminds me of that episode of Futurama where Fry talks about that dream he had, and it's like, yeah, that's a commercial, and he's like, but I felt such euphoric bliss, and Blinder goes, shut up, we all feel that all the time.
All right,
so
special. The cavernous ceiling,
anyway,
the cavernous ceiling echoes, but with the sound of the waterfall, but not in a way that drowns it out, such that anyone down there speaking will have their voice carried. You can see at least 40 Garou here, standing and sitting in clusters, clearly packs that are affiliated or friends closer to one another. You can see members of every pack that the natives can identify. That is Bite and Tiago, the Guardians of the Spring, every single one of them. And they're the rank 4. They're the ones that are below the elders, the golden pack. The stacked deck is here, including your father, Tiago. Fafo is here. Fuck around and find out. The Onar unaffiliated biker gang, they're here as guests. Russian Roulette, which is ruled by has only one of the only silver fangs in the entire set. They are all here, rank 2. The Howling Commandos are as well here. But one thing you notice is that at the very bottom, at the pedestal, is the Master of the Challenge. Give me a second here. Joaquin de la Rosa, Guardians of the Spring. Smallish guy. He's not very big. He's probably 5'5", maybe 130 pounds, but he's yoked. He is a Philodox of the Children of Gaia. He's a Hamid, known to be very fair and have vision. As you all enter, you notice that he's wearing what I guess Children of Gaia would consider ceremonial robes. Long, flowing, white, pure things with lots of greens and images of naturalistic things.
I totally thought of something else. Okay. Go ahead.
You hear it over the sound of everyone in the amphitheater. Darius Wolverine, Robert Carlson, Santiago Myers, step forward.
I step forward.
I do so.
Yeah.
As you begin to step forward, he begins to call out a litany. For facing minions of the worm without fear. For protecting kinfolk and humans with great mercy. For defeating the worm without injury on several occasions. You are honored. You are glorious. And you have shown wisdom. As you approach, he finishes that litany and he says, each of you is made greater in your pack, in the cairn of the hidden spring, and amongst the people worldwide across the face of Gaia. Each of you has earned renown. Each of you may now change your temporary renown that's filled up for a full point in that same renown category. Same thing for you right now also, Ragnar. Ragnar Kingsguard. Which one are you full on?
I would be full on honor as well as glory.
You too, selflessly though Ronin, attacked minions of the worm, protected a helpless Guru selflessly, and protected humans, have also been honorable. You were made greater in your Sept and amongst the people. But you must, my son, find a pack. So, seeing the looks on these others' faces, perhaps you have already found one. That is not my decision. My next words are for the pack itself. Ragnar, if you wish, you may join them if they accept you. Children of Clashing Boom Boom, though you have no name, do you accept this Arun to complete your pack?
I do.
If he's down, I'm down.
He needs to keep better watch on the veil, but yeah.
Then, it is decided and Gaia recognizes, under Hyperion's gaze, amongst the hidden glade and the wisdom of Frog, we recognize that Ragnar is now a child of Clashing Boom Boom. The totem of stealth and war.
Hey, kid. Welcome on in. We gotta have some rations coming up soon, but welcome. Good to see you.
Oh, hell yeah, rations with Boom Boom again.
Oh no.
Oh,
I know.
yes.
Okay, I know you're dead, and I'm a glass walker totem through and through, but come on, what's cooler than a stealth bomber, baby? What's a bigger weapon of war?
Hey,
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
fucking right.
CBB is a war of spirit. One of the there are few war spirits that still follow Gaia. Most of them did. Well, lots of them. So the war spirits that are left that follow Gaia, they're really important. The CBD. But and she's right, y'all. You kids need to learn. Give yourself the name. Maybe Ragnar can help you with that. While you guys have this
instant mental exchange, Joaquin continues. You have earned the right to challenge for Fostern, Santiago Myers, Darius Wolverine, Robert Carlson. What say you to this? Do you wish to challenge?
I mean, I'm game.
Very well then. Your challenge will be decided by the master of the challenge on the morrow. You have been glorious this night and in nights previous. Be welcome guests and stay here in the cairn to heal. Restore yourselves. The storm is coming with the blood moon. With this, we end the rite with prayers to Gaia, that all of her spirits find their place again, and that way we may restore even the worm and the weaver to their rightful places in the Triad and in the Tellurian. And everyone, does this sort of prayer and obeisance of their own tribe. The one Shadow Lord sort of just nods his head. And the Silver Fang bows deeply, obviously, And with this, we return you to your territories. Protect the bond of the hidden glade with your very lives. And with that, a sort of energy snaps, and you feel yourselves greater by those points. If you filled up on glory, honor, or wisdom, you get that 3 dot and drop that the temporaries down to 0. Ragnar, the score as well. Yeah, you may all now rest, recuperate, and do things such as spend experience points for the next about 12 hours.
I sent a DM to you.
Appreciate you letting me know.
I would like to spend experience points.
How many experience do we have right now? Or how many do we?
You guys probably have
Bones.
a lot more than me. So
Bones, you're good. Yeah.
Okay.
Got a metric shit ton.
And at the same time, actually, while you're wondering that to yourself, Bones.
Don't worry, kid. I recognize it, and you feel that.
Okay.
I really need to learn to switch between those.
okay, so this is going to be a meta question, but I was told to take 2 points in totem when I made Ragnar.
Correct.
I don't know how that's going to affect things, but I'm just letting the rest of the players know there's 2 more points in totem coming in. So I don't know if that's replacing or supplementing something.
What it would do, it would add 2 points to the totem score of Flashing Boom Boom.
No, yeah, I know. I'm just I don't know.
Where do you? Yeah, we can take a moment if you all like to decide where those points go. I do believe that the tools page has this totem cost thing. You have 2 points to spend, so you can get up to a cost 2 thing. To either cost 1 to increase their willpower, rage, or gnosis by 3.
Yes.
1. You already made it where they can speak to the pack directly.
Oh, I'm sorry.
She can already find you guys automatically. She's already nearly always with you, I think.
I'll leave the decision up to them. I just wanted them to know they have 2 points floating.
It's not up to them because you're part of the pack too.
Well, no, but keeping it within character because
Yeah, but we got to pick. You get to pick.
Oh yeah, they got to decide
but
before.
I'm
Do it in character.
What I'm saying is, what do you guys think would be best? I want to hear options. That's what I'm hearing. That's what I'm saying.
All right, you can. Let's see. She's already got nearly always with pack members can speak with you without spirit speech, swift flight, charm, the tracking charm, and the create wind charm. So number 1 can always find the pack members, which will be which would supplement being able to find you in case you do get separated for some reason. Which can happen. The Umbra's big place. 2 points to make the totem respected by other spirits. You could just spend 1 point, like go to the totem's rules in the
We got another bot.
tools page.
I got it.
Thanks for
Bam.
thank you for that. Let's see.
Aesop, I also DM'd you.
1 second. Oh wow, I did I not put up a totem thing? I guess I didn't. Hold on. I will look at that DM in a second. After I send this clip to the tools page for y'all. So, here it is. This is totem cost.
What chapter it was in.
So you guys have to. No, it's in the tools page. All the way up in under the Chronicle in the Discord. If you go to the tools page, you'll see it there.
On the Discord.
Yeah. Okay, so there it goes. There is the totem costs. You have 2 points to spend, y'all, knowing that she can already speak with you for free and can always find you. Or sorry, is nearly always with you. I'm sorry. And you did buy 3 charms for her, so you have 2 points to spend. You can buy another charm. You can make the totem respected by other spirits in general. You could spend 1 point to always find you, and then another point to increase their willpower, rage, and gnosis. Buy 3 for one of them. What do you want to do?
Now, what do you guys think? Because I don't know what you guys have already unlocked. That's why I was deferring to your judgment.
I think I only have 1 point in it right now.
Oh, no. You have 2 points right now to spend because of Ragnar.
Oh, okay.
Joining the pack. So
yeah.
Ragnar's asking how many points we've already put into totem.
Yes.
Oh, how many points already put in? Give me a second here to calculate.
And where, like, for example, like if I'm like, oh, we should do this.
She can.
And Daz says, oh, we already have that.
2 points were spent on nearly always with pack members. I did post something in tools, so you can look at the chart.
Didn't we have?
I'm looking at it.
1 point was spent on can speak with pack without spirit speech, and 6 points in total were spent on swift flight, tracking, and create wind. So
the charms, right?
Correct.
Okay.
So you have the 2 points to spend on any of in the category that, like you always nearly with pack members, you can't buy it again. Same thing with the spirit speech.
That's my point. Yeah.
Yeah. So you can make her stronger and get always can able to find you. That'd be a great 2-for-1. You could buy another charm.
But what is her? I mean, if I would know the willpower, rage, gnosis currently.
It is 4-4-3.
Okay, 4-4-3.
Yeah, not a particularly strong aspect of the Incarna flashing boom boom.
No, it's fine. I just needed to know where things were before I made a decision.
Yeah, I recommend strengthening the spirit, quite honestly. But respected by other spirits can go a long way without power.
Here's what I'm thinking, because I'm going off based on the recent situation that happened where we almost lost Daz. I'm thinking of putting the 2 points into healing, so the spirit will have the charm healing in case we get separated from Bites again in the future, or maybe Bites goes down and we need some emergency healing.
That's
that's what I'm thinking. You guys tell me what you think.
I like that idea.
No, that sounds good.
That's good.
Okay, that's what I'm gonna do then.
All right,
Backup
kid.
healer sounds good.
You know what? That sounds very tactical. I'm glad we got him out of him. So, tell you what, I will go ahead and add that charm to my repertoire.
And let me go ahead and note that down. The healing.
Yeah, because honestly, when that whole scene was going on last session,
Yeah.
I was thinking, how the fuck am I gonna get to Bites to get him over here to heal Des?
Bites got stop. Hold on. You know what? Because the spirit can technically hear you thinking.
Mm-hmm.
I've got to learn to stop running off on his own like a jackass.
I wasn't running off on my own like a jackass.
Anyways,
was a
yeah,
jackass.
extra healer. That's my that's what I thought would be
Yeah,
good.
everybody said that was good, so I've recorded it down. We're good to go on that. If anyone wants to take some time and try to learn, spend some XP, see if you can learn a gift. All right. What would you like to spend points on? You can DM me if you like. Everyone could do that if you want.
Well, can I get a rank 2 gift if we're challenging for rank 2?
Not while you're challenging for rank 2.
Then
you have
I'm
to be
gonna
rank
hold my
2.
XP for it.
Splendid. Tiago?
I want to spend XP, but yeah, I'm good. I'm just gonna figure out what I want to do it, what I want to spend it on. I'm probably gonna end up spending it on like abilities.
Well, what are you gonna buy?
I would tell you guys, if you guys have if you guys are low on rage, consider getting rage or gnosis, depending on what you guys are weak in.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of gnosis. I only have one.
That it would be good for you to have it. Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
No,
I would
yeah,
suggest that. I would suggest that.
No, I was agreeing with that, but since I have a lot of things that require athletics, I was thinking of actually getting some points in athletics for a little while.
Well, you already have 1 point, so it's not bad.
No, I don't.
You do have
I
one.
do?
It doesn't.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay, then this for some reason my sheet was not updated because it showed that I had like 2 glory and like.
You have 4 glory. You now have 1 honor. You should have 5 glory now, actually. 1 honor and 3 wisdom.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Which is why you guys are ready to go up a rank. Right. So, all right, you decide what you want to spend that on. We will move around to.
Yeah, I'm gonna get some gnosis. Let me look into tools and see what the.
It's the current rating times 2.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so 1 times 2 is 2.
Yeah. So it's 2 points for that one.
That's correct.
For a point in gnosis.
Yep, you can only get 1 point though. So.
Okay, that's fine. So 15.
No worries.
13. Let me just modify that real quick. That leaves me with 13 so far.
Sounds about right. You have spent some experience, but not a lot.
I have 3.
We'll get you there, man.
No, that's cool. I'm not complaining. I knew what I was getting into.
You're still the Alrune, so you're still going to be the more powerful guy in combat, regardless. While you're deciding on that stuff, Tiago, I'm going to move forward. Daz? No, sorry.
I am DMing you.
Yeah, let me take a look at this for a second.
I'm writing it up at the moment.
It's separate. The other thing goes away. Like you have like give me a second.
Oh. Current rating times 4.
For what? Okay. Oh, while you're deciding that.
No, I'm looking at the experience chart to like.
All right, I replied to Daz. Bites. Anything you want to do? You know, you're gonna hold off. Ragnar, you don't have anything to spend, and obviously Renard is not part of the pack. So yeah, we're just gonna wait. Tiago, you can only really. I'll give you 1 more thing you can raise, and nothing that raises anything above 3. for now, because that kind of training is
Oh, okay. Because
intensive stuff.
I wanted to buy 2 points. That's all I wanted, really.
What?
I just wanted to buy 2 points in athletics.
You can only buy 1 point and anything at a time.
Okay.
Makes sense. Your training has gotten just to that level now.
Yeah. I can afford to get another point in athletics. How much is that going to be? That's 1. So 4. Oh, 10,
Current rating times 2. So, yeah.
No, it's current rating times 2, so it's 2.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
All right, cool.
I think some other XP charts actually say new rating for most of it, so that's another thing I think werewolves have. But I'm not sure. I'm not going to go looking for it.
No, the new rating stuff is from Chronicles of Darkness. That's where the confusion is coming from.
That could be.
I've sent you what I want to do,
All right.
and you can say no.
Give me a second here. And okay, we got that done. And so let me know what you'd like to spend it on. And we'll go from there. Now, keep in mind that gifts do require a lot more investment than the 12 hours you probably have.
Okay.
Like,
I'll narrow it down then. How many gifts can I get in 12 hours then?
probably maybe 1, but you would not sleep. And you would be affected. You wouldn't heal.
I'll save them then, and I'll get them when we've got some more downtime.
Yeah, abilities and things like that. Maybe, increasing your totem by 1 dot. That's all good. Attributes, sure. But gifts, you have to actually go talk to a spirit, convince it to do things for you. There's a whole chiminage thing, which chiminage is a sacrifice or an offering.
A tribute, yeah.
And so there's a whole process that I do want to at least go through it with y'all once. So that you get the weight of, like I did tonight. I'm not going to do a rite of accomplishment every time. I wanted you to get the weight of what it is. The whole Sept is there to watch. It's the big thing. Makes, so that you feel part of it, and stuff like that. But anyway, Tiago, have you decided? Are you getting that? Are you getting that athletics point? Or what are you doing, Tiago?
Yeah, I'm getting the athletics point.
All right, and I think we'll be good on that. How much does that cost? It costs you 2. You have 11 left.
Yeah.
All right, a little bit of expenditure. You'll get a longer downtime coming up soon. But I did have that blood moon planned, and that is mañana. So, if everybody goes to bed and everything like that, and does their thing, then and shower up, get comfortable, all that stuff, we can move along. Is everybody good?
I'm good.
Yeah.
The only thing of note that Ragnar would do aside from that would be probably message your sister just to let her know that he's alive.
Chicken folk.
But yeah, aside from that, he would crash because he didn't get hurt, but he's pretty exhausted rage wise.
No, that makes sense. And rage isn't something that you just wake up and get like willpower. So no worries. Everybody crashes at the cairn. Because it's a level 5 cairn of healing, everybody is healed all the way up.
Oh, thank God, my bruises.
That's one of the boons of such a cairn.
I still feel fine.
Oh, yeah, you fucking la-dee-da.
You feel better.
I'm not a melee fighter. I am an assassin. My job is to kill them before they get to me. It's a little hard to do in the tunnels.
All right, I need to record all y'all's increases here. Boom, boom, boom. God damn, your wisdom is 5 bytes?
Yeah.
God damn.
Well, if he's a theurge, he needs it that high.
Yeah.
I mean, my glory is 5.
Yeah. A Ragabash with 5 glory is nothing to sneeze at.
In fact, I only need 2 more wisdom, and I can hit Adrian.
Well, you have to go in order. You'd have to rank to Fostering first, and then be
Oh yeah,
set at
yeah,
that. And
yeah.
then,
I'm still 2 wisdom away, but I've already got the honor and glory requirements.
nice.
Oh yeah, these guys have been hitting it. It has been non-stop for them, quite honestly. They have had very little respite. But very little. What's your temporary wisdom at again? It's 2, right, Ragnar?
I'm sorry.
Your temporary wisdom is currently 2.
Yes, I have
And-
two temporary wisdom. Honor is 2 permanent. Glory is 3 permanent.
Gotcha. Recorded.
Okay.
And Tiago, you are at 513. Tiago.
Huh?
You're at 513 on your renown?
Yeah.
Permanent? Okay, cool. We are all good. And you all wake up the next day. Does anyone need a break?
I mean,
Well, before that, I was just gonna ask: is Gnosis and Rage recovered or no?
Gnosis is recovered. It's a very powerful cairn. Rage, and everybody gets 1 point of willpower when you wake up.
okay.
So let me look at everybody here. And Daz. Yep, Daz is full now. That's good. All right. Give me a second here. Bites. Let me look at your nature. Your caregiver. You gain give yourself an extra willpower.
Cool.
Because you did some definite caregiver stuff. Your gnosis is full. Rage depends on the moon. Let me see here. That's good for you. Moving on to the next character, Ragnar. No, you won't. You won't be gaining anything for now until you see Luna. And Tiago, you are. Let's see. What was your nature? Visionary. Nope. I don't think that was satisfied. So you should be down.
Just DMing the storyteller.
You just okay, so here's where it should stand for everybody. Daz, you have no temporary points lost in Rage, Gnosis, or Willpower. Bites, you are at 0 Rage and -1 temporary Willpower currently. Ragnar, you have 1 Rage left. And Tiago,
That's
you
what I
have
was asking.
You have 2 rages left, and you are down by 2 temporary willpower. Everybody clear?
Sure.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I got my willpower and my rage back. No more temporary shit for me.
I'm just replying. Okay, so everybody has gained up on that, and your challenge awaits. As you all exit back from the little barracks that they have in there, fully equipped. Good thing. It's a good thing about having glass walkers as part of the cairn. Lots of them. And so you guys come back out fully refreshed, and you got your spare clothing that you leave here on. Ragnar, they found you some stuff. They even found you. They even found
hand-me-downs.
They even found you in a big long coat. And turns out we have a lot of these. We killed you'd be surprised how many vampires are stupid enough to come through Vegas.
Well, I was
Brush the
going to
dust
say
out.
Ragnar still has his clothes though.
Oh, so the thing prevents them from breaking? Okay.
No, remember we had talked about that he would have 1 suit of clothes dedicated to him because of his pure breed.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you want to give him another set of clothes, that's fine.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I got you.
Okay.
And then I didn't have to bend over backwards that way. I need a note taker. As you exit back out, you don't see nearly as many Gru milling about and stuff. Fuck around and find out are gone. The magicians, the stacked deck, all of those guys have absconded. You see a couple members of the Guardians who generally hang out here, and you see Mama Eliana doing her thing, as well as Jeff doing whatever weird thing he's doing now. Currently, he is standing with one bare toe on top of one of the light fixtures. And the leg that he's got it with is at a 90-degree angle that's barely holding on. And he's just chilling there. But other than that, you do see the master of the challenge for this Sept, Joaquin de la Rosa. And he comes out and he says, "Welcome. Have you decided on our pack name?" He's in regular clothes now, like he's just like in a comfortable hoodie. No pack name still?
I'm not good with names.
All right.
Yeah, we've been real busy and haven't really taken the time to speak about it.
Well, you be careful or you earn one that you don't want. Anyway, here's your challenge.
Fluffy Snuggle Bunny.
No.
Remember, did you guys ever tell anybody about? I imagine you did spend some time telling people about the crisis you discovered, correct?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So, and he goes, "Well, given the information that you gave us, your challenge is simple." He turns on a news. He turns on one of the flat screen TVs there in the auditorium in the amphitheater, the natural amphitheater, and you see a newscast with helicopter footage over what looks like a clinic and a firehouse, which are directly across from one another. There's a crowd of people right next to the firehouse, and what looks to be like a bunch of vehicles, police cars, vans. You see at least one big black SUV and two MRAPs, as well as two police APCs, along with accompanying amount of men in full riot gear, as well as some sheriffs in body armor, regular body armor, trying to hold back a crowd as what the report says is unidentified agents, masked and with no badges showing, are going into this clinic and just taking people. And Joaquin continues, "It's simple.
Yes, after you...
Defend your territory."
Well, what's going to happen is you're going to take the total from register 2, and whatever you pick up from register 1, add
That
your
clinic
total that you're putting on the deposit.
is directly above, we think, according to some of our Bonar contacts.
Oh, sorry. I lost you.
We think that's right above an area not exactly correspondent to where you were, but nearby, with another corresponding sort of underground spot. But
Oh boy, here we go again.
we need you to go, first of all, figure out what the hell is happening.
Yeah, all the change, so register
2, is this anything to do with the worm, or is this just human bullshit?
take that out, and then when you go to
Or is it a combination? If so, you know what to do. Keep the humans out of it.
and then you have another change
That's your challenge for Fostern. You must go and defend your neighborhood, your territory. And we assume that's Tiago's, given their den is there. So, I will say, get to it, Guru.
Yep.
Would you like to continue? It is 8:30.
I'm happy to keep going if everyone else is all right.
I unfortunately am gonna have something to do in about a little bit, like around
That's
9.
fine. I think it's a natural place to bow out if we.
It is. It's a good little placeholder.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Bites, you too? Consensus?
Yeah, sure.
Dope. All right, 2 XP across the board. We will obviously do the vote for who everyone thinks was the most awesome. Just
Me.
do not, you can't vote for yourself. Whoever you thought was contributed to the flow or the story or whatever the most this evening. So we'll start with you, Tiago.
Want to hand it off? So actually, Bites did do a badass job killing that thing by himself, but that was the last game.
Yeah.
And this one just kind of seemed like us getting to know each other and getting to do with. No. I know who I'm giving it to. I'm giving it to. I'm with with Daz on this one.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, no, I give it to Daz. No, that's horrible.
Daz, who do you propose?
I'm gonna propose Bites, but only because he got to all the fucking bodies before I could. I was so goddamn far away.
Yeah.
I wanted to look too, Bites, but no, you had to get there and roll high, you fucker.
He rolled really stupidly well, it's true.
I know, I'm like, oh, I'm built for investigating. This will be good. Bites rolls through. Oh, well.
I don't know
Yeah,
how.
I guess, Bites.
Intelligence based. I am intelligence
So am I.
based.
Oh man. Well, you'll
That is my
get
go-to.
y'all will get your rolls down soon enough. It's not bad to have multiple investigators. I did tell y'all to have some overlap, just in case. Bites. What is your proposal? So we have one for Daz, one for Bites. Bites, who do you propose?
I'm gonna go with Daz because of the beer argument.
I stand by what I said.
I agree.
I said what I said, motherfuckers.
All right,
And what I said isn't wrong.
Ragnar, your call.
I would have to give it to Bites because he seemed to get more of the storyline stuff in regards to rolling. So yeah.
All right, that's a double. So the two of you get 3 points.
Oh,
Hell
cool.
yeah. Where do I allocate these points again?
Just spend them. Just put them in your experience. How many did you spend tonight?
I didn't spend any because it'll take too long.
All right, then I'm gonna add 2 to Tiago.
Can I spend 2 for a rage?
Yeah, I wouldn't have a problem with that.
All right.
All right, Ragnar, you have a total of 5.
Yeah, that's what my sheet says.
And Bites, I currently had you at 4. So you gained 3 tonight for a total of 7.
I was at 6 and I got 3, so that was 9.
All right, fair enough. And I'll save that. You didn't spend any tonight. Daz, you had 16. You spent on nothing. And so that takes you to 19 XP total. You are sitting on a gold mine. And Tiago, you should have 12. Chaos?
On when again?
Yeah,
On what again?
your XP that I had you at was 12. So what does that take you to? 14? Oh no, but
Yeah.
you spent some tonight. You spent some tonight.
No. I was at 11, and then I had 2, so that's 13.
But you spent 2 on let's see.
Yeah, because I had 15.
Okay.
Took me down to 11. Yeah.
So yeah, you're at 13.
Yeah.
All right.
I just want to clarify.
And
I did
Bites.
spend 2 on the rage, so I should be at 7 now.
Dope. I was about to say that. Ooh. There we go. That is all saved up. And I want to say thank you all for giving me 2.5 hours of your time, or 3 hours of your time this evening, folks. Throw some music on. You guys are dope for really participating in this. I hope you had a great time, and I hope y'all out there that are watching had a great time. Next time is gonna be a combat-heavy game. Be prepared. It's werewolf, so obviously that's gonna happen. We got stuff to do. We clearly have some seeds planted. Thank you all so much. Everybody give your goodbyes. Let's start with Chaos.
Live, laugh, hiss.
Faye.
What? I'm alive.
Bite.
Great time. It was great.
Bite.
Boy, howdy.
Good night, everybody. Everyone loves the DJ.
And Mags.
Everybody get back to your cells. The game's over.
You're not my boss.